Hello everyone and welcome to the very first episode of this Pokemon Violet Let's Play. We're going to go ahead and get started while I do my little chit chat. So this Let's Play, we are pretty much going in blind. I've done a little bit of research beforehand just to pick which version has Pokemon I like more. Also the theming of the game. I did look at the final evolutions of the starter Pokemon just to kind of give me an idea of what I would want to do. Also, just to let y'all know, this first episode, the content we're going to cover, I've already seen twice because this is actually my third time trying to record this video. I'm hoping that this time the audio will work, and while I'm chatting, let me make sure that okay, my mic is on, the game is capturing audio. I think we can go ahead. So yeah, some of this stuff early on I've already seen. I've seen everything we're going to cover in this episode. And so far I have just, I put in about an hour and a half into this game. Maybe more. Probably more. So far my big complaint is this right now, the story. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like this story is just, they force you into so many cutscenes so early on. Like, this video is going to end up being crazy long if I don't cut some of that crap out. So, like, there are probably going to be some scenes and some sections where I decide to speed up. So, don't be surprised at that. I'm sitting here button smashing A, trying to get through this as quickly as possible because there's a lot of it. But overall, I'm really excited about this game. I'm really enjoying it. I like the open world nature of it. I've always been a huge fan of open world games. I spent quite a while just wandering around and exploring. Okay, now we've got our second unskippable cutscene where we see the legendary Pokemon. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this one up, and I'll get back to you guys when we are at the other end of it. So, be right back. Okay, so we are back after that little cutscene. We're gonna go ahead and move through the glacially paced beginning. It is so long. Let me just go. I'm gonna run downstairs and talk to Mom. I say run in imaginary air quotes because you can't actually run just yet. I wish there was a way to just skip through some of this. So my big complaint about this game is the pacing early on. My other complaint is some things just don't look finished. Like right now, that animation of her washing dishes, she's just like waving her hands over the sink. It just doesn't seem finished. There are also some glitchy spots where textures just don't seem quite right. The lighting engine doesn't seem quite right. And we'll see that especially in caves, that the character models seem overly lit for being in a cave. Okay, so we're going to meet the headmaster, director, dude in charge who just wanders into random people's houses. Just lets himself in, breaking and entering. But anyways, I'm going to skip through all of this dialogue. Okay, so I was kind of curious. In my first two playthroughs, I chose dark brown hair. and I noticed that Mom's hair was matching. So I changed it this time to be black hair because, I mean, my hair is like right between dark brown and black. So I was curious if they would make Mom's hair color and like eye color and things different depending on the child, but it doesn't seem like they do. That would have been, in my opinion, a really easy thing to do. And then we get our little magical girl transformation. Ta-da! I don't know why I'm looking at like my shoes and my shorts. I just put on a bag and a hat. Why would I look at my shoes? It doesn't make sense, but whatever. I'm a magical girl. Magical girls are not a gender exclusive thing. Anyone can be a magical girl. Okay, now let's get teased as far as being able to pick a Pokemon and still not able to pick a Pokemon for another 10 minutes. I exaggerate, it's more like 2 minutes, but still, it's a little annoying. That being said, there are some mechanics in this game that I really am enjoying. Okay, gotta adjust my hat again. I guess that is a Pokemon thing. Ash adjusts his hat all the time. And here we have the 3 starters. So like I mentioned, I've already looked ahead to see the evolutions of all 3 of them, and I've used that to make my decision. Because if I was going off of just the first stage, I would probably pick Sprigatito, but I'm not a huge fan of its 3rd stage. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just not the coolest one in my mind. So we're gonna end up going with Fuecoco, because one, he's just adorable in his 1st stage, and then he becomes really awesome looking in 3rd stage. Quaxley, I'm not a fan of at all. I think it's a terribly designed Pokemon. Not terrible, but it's not the most exciting Pokemon in my mind. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward again because getting down there is a little bit obnoxious. So I'm going to run the next little bit in either 2x or 4x speed just to speed up through, because we're stuck walking. We don't learn how to run until we're halfway to our destination. So I'm going to go ahead and speed things up, and I'll get back to you in the next cutscene. Be right back. Okay, so we are back into it. So I decided to go run back around the house once I learned how to run and collect items. Oh, now we get to see the starter Pokemon again, being super cute. Aside from Quaxley. Sprigatito. Such a cutie pie. And Fuecoco is just a little bit of a derp. Kind of reminds me of one of my dogs. Where is he? He's laying on the couch. I do like her character design quite a bit. I also like the idea behind her character, that she is a like an experienced trainer who's deciding to reset and follow along with us with that kind of handicap. Okay, can I... There are so many points where it looks like it's about to go pick, and then it doesn't let you pick. That's like the third spot where it looks like we're about to pick, and we still have a lot of dialogue to get through. I don't understand why I couldn't have picked back in my house, why I had to go to her house to pick it. Nimona. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oops. I do kind of like the music, though. Yes, I picked. Let me pick. Hi, Fuikoko. Yes, I'm going with Fuikoko. He said you're cutie. So I'm not going to be giving my Pokemon a nickname. That is something I'm just not a huge fan of. I don't like being put on the spot. Let me take a couple of pictures. You know, gotta take those pictures for the thumbnail. I forgot that the Switch actually has just a button for taking screenshots, but... Okay. Now he's mine. Okay. So I'm planning on, throughout this entire playthrough, catching pretty much as many Pokemon as I can, but I'm only going to be focusing in on new Pokemon. So while I'm going to be catching some, you know, older Pokemon from older generations, the only ones that I'm going to be keeping in my party are going to be the new guys. Let me go battle. Just let me go. Okay. Let's run around. I don't remember there being that many items around here. Maybe I'm wrong. Down we go. That is a little trick I learned. Sometimes when you try to run off a cliff, the game will stop you, but if you press B as you're approaching the cliff and you go into like the crouch mode, that slide can actually take you off of the cliff, which may sound like a bad idea, but don't worry, you don't take fall damage. So, okay. I know I still have that area up ahead to explore and look for items, but I'm gonna do the battle first. This would be a great spot for an item. Let's go. Don't be a buzzkill. Okay, let's see who can win Fuikoko versus Sprigatito. Given that we both know our type moves, so I know Ember and it knows Leafage, I'm gonna win, because, yeah, type advantage. Which I do like about the newer generations, how they just start you off with your fire type, water type, and grass type moves. I kind of hated how in the first generation and the earlier generations you had to level up a bit and you just had tackle or scratch. Yes, I know, fire is strong against grass. I'm not good at all of the type advantages, but I am good at some of the more common ones. I'm really not good when it comes to like fairy, dark, and steel. the newer ones. I don't remember. Yay, we leveled up. And we took her lunch money. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to change the speed in the options menu. Okay, we now have the Pokédex. Such a grumpy old man. Or rump. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay, let's go into the menu. Options, and we want text speed to be fast. I'm gonna turn off give nicknames because I'm never gonna want to give a nickname. It's like one of the big things that reasons that I don't like doing Nuzlocke anymore is because I just have no creativity on the spot for coming up with a Pokemon's nickname. Like I don't even name my pets; they come to me with names that I adopt. Okay. Did I miss anything on this side of the house? Nope, I got everything. Nope, there's a Pokeball up there, but I don't think I can get it just yet. And here we have another cutscene. So many cutscenes. Okay. Give me stuff. Free stuff. Hey Mom, leave me alone. Let me go to school. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Run, 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 run. Let me go. There we go. Okay. And now we're going to learn how to catch our first Pokemon. Which I have caught 3 times now. Or will have caught 3 times now. I really do love the open world nature of it. I already have a few of them, but you can, by all means, give me more free stuff. Hello, Lechonk. Okay. So, I'm gonna do the thing that I learned about from Nuzlockers. You don't really need to deal damage to these Pokemon. Early level Pokemon, like Pokemon on the first route or two, if they're below level 5, just throw a Pokeball at them. Don't run the risk of knocking them out. Don't waste your time fighting, just throw a Pokeball. It will catch. I mean, this one was a little bit staged. I'm pretty sure there was no way to not catch that one, but the catch rate for a low-level Pokemon is really, really high. So let's go ahead. We now have Lechonk. Give me more Pokeballs. And then we're gonna go catch some more. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut here and do all of the exploration up until the next cutscene. I'm gonna focus on catching one of each Pokemon in this area, and then I'll catch up with you guys when I'm all done with them. So be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna cut in here because there's a bit of a cheaty thing that I found you can do. So I couldn't climb up on top of this little ridge, but because there was a Pokemon up there, I could throw my Pokeball, engage it in a fight, and then I automatically teleport up there. So you can actually use that little technique to jump around in the world to places that you're not supposed to go to. You know, there wasn't a huge benefit for doing it here, but maybe if I go back over there, there might be a Pokemon sitting on top of that little peak, but I'm not going to bother. Actually, let me go down here. Never been down here. Huh. Interesting. So as you can see in my team right now, I have a Scatterbug and a Hoppip, just because I don't feel like tossing them in the box just yet. I will toss them in the box eventually, but there's no need right now. I'm gonna finish exploring over here on camera, and then I'll cut if there ends up being nothing. Which there ends up being nothing. But anyways, I'm gonna cut here, and I'll be back when I'm at the next story. Be right back. Okay, so we are at the next cutscene as we approach the lighthouse. Nimona hops up and starts talking to you, and then we get interrupted by a mysterious cry. So we're going to go ahead and advance the storyline a little bit more. There is an area that I have not explored off to the left, but I'll come back, double back after the mysterious cry bit. So this is where we are going to see the legendary Pokemon, the Ride Pokemon. This next segment honestly drives me insane. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and just play the next bit at 2 times speed or maybe 4 times speed. I'll play around with it in post. And we're gonna just kind of run through it. So I will get back to you guys. You're gonna see me catch a few Pokemon. You're gonna see some of the story, but I'll get back to you guys when I'm on the other side of it. So see you then. Okay, and we are back. So that was an interesting little, I guess, animation or cutscene. That's the word I'm looking for. But overall, it just took so long. I don't know if you noticed, but if I ever got too close to the ride Pokemon, I wouldn't be allowed to run anymore, and I would have to walk. And if I got too far from it, it would stop moving. So it was just a pain in the butt, which is why I fast forwarded. Also, you could probably have noticed one of the things I was talking about earlier, where one of the issues that I have, or the issues that I've noticed with this game, is that the lighting engine just doesn't seem quite right. The Houndour and Houndoom in that cave looked way too bright to be in the cave. Like, they're supposed to be black, and they were like light gray. So, just doesn't make sense. But we're going to run over here, and we're going to get annoyed by this dude, and then we're going to be near the end of this episode. I think we're going to end the episode when we're up on the lighthouse, and we can see the school. So let's go talk to Arvin? Is that his name? I don't know. Annoying dude. Who seems to know the mysterious Pokemon. And who's a dick. Arvin. Yep. His facial expressions, though, are very entertaining. Okay. Now let's fight Arvin. We learned the Pokemon's name is Miraidon. Okay, let's battle. I think it's hilarious how, like, this guy thinks he's all that, but he's only got a school bit. Like, how do you think you're gonna beat me with a school bit? Nothing against school bit, but they're not the most exciting Pokemon. I will just 2-hit KO you. Oh, he's got Bite. My Rhydon in the background, just like, yeah, fight for me. Oh no. Okay. Let's go, let's go. So you got a special Pokeball. I think they kind of missed the mark here. They should have made the special Pokeball actually special and not look like any old Pokeball. Like, have it match the color scheme, or just something. Because right now it's just a boring old Pokeball. Should have been something special. Missed opportunity. Okay. Yes, let's climb up the lighthouse and have a look at the school. I'm gonna quick run around the side here because the Skyrim player in me feels like, yep, there's got to be something hiding behind here. Oh, hi, Scatterbug. Bye, Scatterbug. Another Scatterbug, another pig Pokemon, Lechonk. Anyone else down there? Nope. I just want the shiny gold thing. I want the berry. Oh well. Let's run up here. And let's talk to Nimona. And there's the school. So this is going to be, I think, where we end off this episode. We're going to work next episode on actually getting to school, but I feel like this has kind of dragged on long enough. Even with me speeding up a couple of those segments, it still feels like it's going to be a really, really long video. So I'm going to call it here. I really do like this game so far. I've only gotten up to the gates of the school in my other 2 attempts, so while I do know the next area, I'm very quickly going to be getting blind. Like, I have literally walked up to the gates in the top right-hand corner there. That's as far as I've gone. So that's going to do it for this episode. If you've been watching, I appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.